Hello, everybody. We are live. We're back. This is going to be a real treat for me, and I think for all of you as well. I'm reporting from my parents' home. This is a makeshift studio, hence the old-timey curtains behind me. And we already have some people joining us here in chat. Dennis Devine is saying hello. Looking forward to reminiscing about Rick Derringer and his well-regarded career. Dennis, I'm looking forward to this as well. Been trying to set this up for a little while, and it's real exciting what we're going to have on here tonight. Chris Bungo Studios is saying, hi, what's new? Chris, what's new is we're going to be talking about Rick Derringer and his amazing career with his daughter. So, yeah, here we go. I also want to say hi to Michael Tomorrow, Skyscraper Television. Hi to all of you, and Mark Thorner, hello to you as well. So yes, tonight we are going to be paying tribute to one of the guests from one of our episodes of Beyond Vaudeville. He was an amazing musician, producer. We're going to talk about his career tonight and his life. And we're honored and privileged to have his daughter here to share that with us. And interestingly enough, she was also on the show with her dad. So she's one of the youngest guests we ever had on Beyond Vaudeville. Sammy Petrillo had two little kids with him. So she's in that group. Of the youngest guests we ever had. So without further ado, I want to introduce Rick Derringer, who unfortunately we lost earlier this year, but his daughter Mallory is here to join us. So Mallory,
hi,
hello.
how are you?
I am great, and how are you?
I'm good, as best as I can be during this the circumstances.
Yeah. So yeah, we lost your dad just back in April. Had he been sick? Was it a prolonged, or was he?
So he passed away on Memorial Day. Um, I was informed late February, early March that he was kind of not doing so well. He went into the hospital, and he had ultimately gone under several life-saving procedures, including a triple heart bypass.
Wow.
Um, and I left that week with good hopes. We were all very hopeful. Nurses and doctors said he was well on the way to recovery, and unfortunately, he just didn't pull through.
Yeah.
I wasn't informed of any more information other than that. So
Okay, but for a lifelong rock and roller, he lived a pretty good long life.
yeah, he did. I mean, he partied with the best of them. He did some pretty amazing things, traveled all over the world, wrote some amazing music, inspired some amazing musicians. So I think he did a pretty good job while he was here.
I was reading, Mallory, that he actually kind of hung out with the whole like Warhol crowd in New York and was like,
Yeah, actually, I am excited to learn more about that aspect of his life from Liz. His first wife, Liz, has graciously reached out to me, and I'm looking forward to understanding that earlier part of his life before I was in the picture.
uh-huh.
But yeah, he had a Blackstone in New York City, and from what I've been told, he was notorious for having lots of parties, lots of musicians hanging around the house playing music. But yeah, he
Well,
definitely had a lot of friends in a lot of high places.
now I can't remember, Mallory, how we actually managed to book your dad on Beyond Vaudeville. But what I do remember is that he was such a funny, warm, gracious guy. I mean, we were just really, really enjoyed like having him on the show. And I do remember being like a little nervous about it because the idea of having like this kind of big rock and roll star on the show wasn't a typical guest for us. But you know, we're going to watch the show together, and we'll, you know, kind of get some of your thoughts on it. But um, I remember afterward, you know, he was just he had a great time, and he invited us all to come see one of his shows down in the village, and we went, and he was awesome. He was just killing it, and the crowd was going crazy. We loved it. Yeah, just nothing but positive, great memories of that time with your dad.
Very much like him.
Yeah.
Always a very kind, generous, thoughtful, understanding, and not always humble to me as my dad, but no, he was wonderful. And I'm sure he did invite you guys to go see his shows. He was just a kind guy like that. He would always invite people. Come on down. I got an extra seat for you.
Uh-huh. And now you were kind enough to share some photos. So
Yes.
this is you, and
Yeah.
yeah. Now it looks like they were already trying to get you to be a musician because your mom, Diane, was a musician as well.
Yes, she was. She was in an all-female rock band in the 70s called Rocks. She won Battle of the Bands in San Francisco against bands like the Runaways and the Go-Go's, won a record deal in Japan and got to perform there for a few years. So she was in the music industry and then came back to the States, and conveniently they met uh at a party, I guess, from what I'm told, and she started singing in his band, and then I came around. But yes, they were always trying to get me to be interested in music, and I loved music. I think it was kind of funny. Dad tried to get me to play guitar, and I would always complain that my fingers hurt because I didn't have the calluses built up on my fingers yet. And
Right.
he would sit there and he'd be like, "No, just do it, just do it." And so I can play piano and I can
Okay.
sing, but guitar just didn't hit me the way that I think my dad hoped it would. But
Okay. And
that's
then
why
there
I
was,
married a guitar player.
and this is another. Oh, this is a picture from your wedding.
Yeah,
Your
a
wedding to the guitar
wonderful trip.
player.
Oh, yes, it was. If only man to ever meet my father. We've been together for 12 years, and dad dad was we had a good day that day. It's bittersweet looking back now, but I can think about, the conversations we had during our father-daughter dance, and they were wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that picture. That is one of my favorite pictures.
Yeah, that's really sweet. And so did he walk you down the aisle?
He did. He
Yeah.
did. It was very nice. I mean, I wasn't gonna have anybody else walk me down the aisle besides my dad. So and he didn't say no. So yes.
Now, I accidentally gave a tease on this other photo. Where is this? Why is this working this
Oh,
way?
the Halloween photo,
Yeah.
one of my
Okay.
favorites. Yeah, so unfortunately, my mother had it'll be 4 years on December 22nd this year. My mother passed away. And one good thing about my mom was that she saved every picture she ever took. And a lot of that was of when I was a child with my parents still together. And this is a great impression of Sonny and Cher. Yeah, that was great. And actually, I have the pants that my mom is wearing and
Wow.
that brown vest still. She kept everything, always told me it would come back around in style one day.
I'm not. Wow. I wonder if those are back. I don't know. You might know better than me. Is that snakeskin on those
It's
pants?
leather.
Oh,
It's
okay.
leather, yeah. Um,
Wow.
they're I'd have to get them kind of, cleaned up a little bit before I put them on, but they fit. So
Now, your mom also ended up appearing on this episode of Beyond Vaudeville. She wasn't scheduled, but she kind of had
she
to come
never
in
was.
and help.
Mom was never scheduled.
And I think we have one more. Let me just get that other photo. There we go.
Yeah.
So this, where was this? Was this on the road somewhere,
This
or?
well, it looks like that was my parents' van that they named Bertha because they like to say that I was born in a trunk. I traveled on the road with them so much when I was little. But yeah, this was probably either in Connecticut or South Carolina because I was born in Georgetown, South Carolina, and my dad's parents lived in Myrtle Beach. So there was a little bit of time where I got old enough. It was kind of difficult to take me with them on the road, so I'd stay with my grandparents.
And now, but your dad was originally from Ohio, right? Kind of a hometown hero from
Yeah,
Ohio. Yeah.
Ohio. Actually, I was there when he went to Ohio State and did the recordings for Hang On Sloopy, the movie. And it was wild seeing all these college students just infatuated with him over Hang On Sloopy because Ohio's the only one who has a rock and roll anthem, which coincidentally they would play at my high school football games, the jazz band. So I couldn't get away from it even if I wanted to. It was there. Hang On Sloopy followed me everywhere.
Yeah, it's well, I mean, it's crazy to think that your dad was 18 when that song was a big hit. Hang on, it was number one, like
1965 is Hang On Sloopy. So I think he was 16, 17, somewhere in there.
Wow, crazy.
Yeah.
So people are saying in chat, oh, they also mentioned that your mom was related to the Little Rascals somehow. So your mom was in California, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And what was that connection? Do you know what?
My grandfather, her father, was Spike from the original Little Rascals, Spanky and Our Gang. He had freckles, curly red hair, wore sheepskin chaps, rode the fake horse. I actually grew up with a black and white original photo from my mom of the whole original Spanky and Our Gang with Petey in the front, and it was great. It was cool.
Wow. Yeah. So there you go. In chat, there's some talk about that. Scott Dog is saying, I saw Rick perform in Wisconsin around 1977 with Todd Rundgren, and they were great. Yeah, he did work with Todd Rundgren. I mean, he worked with so many people, like people I didn't even realize, like Barbara Streisand and Bette Midler, Alice Cooper. I mean,
the list goes on and on. Kiss, Aerosmith, AC/DC, Weird Al, Bonnie Raitt. Let's see, Steven Tyler. Did I mention him? Yeah, I did.
Yeah, so many. Steely Dan, right? And
Steely Dan, yeah.
And then this, I had no idea that he was playing guitar on these big hit songs, Air Supply's "Making Love Out of Nothing at All," which was supposedly his favorite solo that he had recorded.
I never heard him tell me that, but okay. I'll take your word for it.
And Bonnie Tyler's "Total Eclipse of the Heart." Like it's like I feel like I knew some of these things, like the Weird Al connection, producing the Weird Al and the wrestling albums and Cyndi Lauper and all this, but some of these other ones really it just keeps coming. Like it's incredible, like how many people he interacted with over the years.
He even did the slide in Chain Lightning.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, the list goes on and on. I know that he is very famous and well known for the favorites: Hang On Sloopy, Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo, Frankenstein, Free Ride. But I really think that there's a lot of producing and songwriting that he had a pretty big hand in helping with, and he should have gotten more recognition for that.
Yeah, and Dennis Devine is saying in chat that Rick Derringer could have taught a masterclass in being a thoughtful entertainer. Huh.
Yeah. Thoughtful entertainer. I mean, yeah, he was pretty thoughtful.
Well, let's take a look at this episode, Mallory. This is it's among the fan favorite episodes. It was a very sort of peculiar episode because just the lineup was it was a more challenging lineup for the celebrity guests than normal, and but your dad just, man, he just went with it. So
He was always that type of guy. Go with the flow.
yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to bring it up and hold on.
The award-winning Beyond Vaudeville program.
Wait a second. I think that has to come down first. All right. Boy, I'm having technical difficulties. If you're joining us late, anybody here in chat, I am doing this remotely from out at my parents' house, hence the old-timey curtains. And so bear with me if there are any technical difficulties. And that goes for you as well, Mallory. I apologize.
Oh, no, don't worry.
With your host, Frank Hope. And your co-host, David Green. Special guest star, rock and roll musician, Rick Derringer. Three Stooges fans, Harold and Lucille and Robert Garou. Actor, Marty Gangursky. Classical singer, Mr. Chen Sun Kit. And Joey the Monkey. And lots more.
Okay, thank you, David, for reading the credits for us. Welcome once again to the Beyond Vaudeville program. Let me just put this down on the... Ow. All right, welcome once again to the Beyond Vaudeville program. And
I think we just heard you.
I think so.
I heard a kid. By the way, Oliver Jabroni is saying, wow, Mallory is beautiful. Yes, Oliver, and she's married as well.
Thank you very much.
I was going to say before, I can definitely see a resemblance to your dad. Do you get that at all? Or
I hear it all the time.
yeah, for sure. And your mom as well. But I definitely, I saw that. Yeah. Okay, let's go back.
I want to do something a little special to start off the show today. All the well-rounded entertainers like Mr. Bob Hope and all of them do tap dancing. So I was just going to do a little quick tap dance to start off the program. Okay.
I can hear them. It sounds like they're on board.
Oh boy.
We never knew for sure because, a lot of times people would come on the show not really knowing what it was, and we would have moments when it was like, okay, are they going to stay here in the studio with us or are they just going to leave? And but yeah, here we go. Let's go back.
Okay. That was the little tap dance that we were doing on the show. David, maybe you can do one next week, right? Okay. All right. Well, we want to thank some fans for writing in. Mary Kay Fletcher and Chris Nappy. They said that they liked David. I don't understand that at all. Kendall Pig and Christopher Fransgrote. I want to thank you all for writing in your nice letters. And but we do have a lot of guests to get to today, and our first guest is a very special, and please welcome the one and only Mr. Rick Derringer. All right, Mr. Derringer.
Here we are.
Welcome to the program.
Oh, it's a pleasure to be here tonight.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you. You're really our first big rock and roll star. We had Monty Rock on the show, but
Monty was here?
Yeah, he's a little different from your music.
Well, I haven't seen Monty for a long time. I remember Monty Rock from The Scene.
Right. Oh, what was The Scene? Was that
The Scene was a club in Manhattan on 46th Street.
Right.
In the late 60s, early 70s. Where everybody played. Everybody. Jim Morrison was there. Jimi Hendrix was there a lot. Sly Stone, Janis Joplin. I mean, the list really goes on and on. But Monty Rock was one of the people that used to play down there a lot, along with Tiny Tim.
Oh, he was on the program too.
Tiny
Mr.
Tim?
Tiny Tim.
With all of them.
Now, I keep hearing a little kid over there. Who's that we keep
That looks like
hearing?
mine.
Oh, boy.
Mallory. Hey,
Hey, you want to come on out?
Mallory.
Going over your head.
Hey, Mallory.
I don't know about that. Well,
Come here.
yeah, hey, all right, there we go. Wow.
This is Mallory. She's
Wow.
looking at your penguins and stuff.
Now, does Mallory like your music?
She finds it it's passable.
Okay. All right. Now, I keep mentioning your music. Of course, you were with the McCoys. You did the great Hang On Sloopy, and I mean, I don't really have to even go through this because everyone knows all the stuff you did with the Winters and all kinds of work.
That's right.
And
That's right.
but you spend a lot of time touring now, right? You're
Yeah, we tour about 300 days a year
right.
for the last few years, and I play all over the country, all over the world, as a matter of fact.
Right.
I have an album that's currently out now called Back to the Blues.
Right.
And it's been out since last summer on Blues Bureau Records. And we're getting ready to record a brand new one in May.
Right.
Another blues album, and I hope everybody looks forward to seeing that one.
So he said 300 days a year.
Yeah.
So what? So you were just traveling with them.
Yeah, for that first couple of years, I was on the road with my parents. My mom would have, they'd have the van and they'd have the refrigerator. She'd have, all of the baby milk and everything in the refrigerator for me. And a lot of Dad's bandmates, even today, are like very close family to me. I consider them all my uncles. So a lot of his bandmates kind of watched me grow up and helped raise me. And my mom always said, I never really cried much because if one of them couldn't hold me, there was somebody else waiting to hold me. So
Let's see what the comments are. Let's see. Kicker is saying, I think David was scared of Mallory. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know. I think you get scared of Joey the monkey as we get.
I do. And you know what? That might be a reason why I'm a little iffy with clowns today. Because I don't know. He just gave me the creeps, I guess.
Yeah. Well, he was very tall.
Yeah, he was. He was.
Let's see. Tone-wise Production says, can't miss your mom yelling in the back. She certainly had no lack of enthusiasm.
Oh, yeah. My mom was loud. You heard her before you saw her coming. But no, she was great. She was the life of the party. I think with my parents when they were together, it was always a good time. A lot of chaos, but it was a lot of fun chaos.
Yep.
But
and Scott Dog is saying, I have Rick's album All American Boy on quad 8-track tape. It still rocks. Wow. Scott's listening to your dad on 8-track.
great. Good to hear it.
Michael Tomorrow is saying, David would have traumatized me as a child. Okay, so let's go back. And I think you were just doing some puppet work, and now you're off somewhere else in the studio at this point.
Now, when you go
Now
on,
I have a bunny.
oh boy. Now, when you tour, does Mallory come with you? And
Mallory has been traveling with me since she was 5 weeks old.
Wow.
And Diane, her mom, who's here also,
Right.
travels with us and sings on the road.
I think Mallory's making friends with all the puppets back there.
Throw her the bunny.
She could be a regular on the show, I
I think so. Maybe if she's not too busy with you on tour, she can work with us.
That's
I
right.
guess.
Well, it's good to be here, Frank.
Well, thanks so much for coming. Now, you were talking about your new album,
Yeah.
and you actually brought a video along, right?
I brought a video along. It's called Trouble in Paradise, and it's the first song on Back to the Blues,
Right.
which is the first solo album I've done in 8 years. So
Wow.
it's
That's pretty special,
a big step for me. It's very special.
Well,
Very
let's take a look. But before we do that, we have to. This is actually. You told me this is a premiere, right?
It's a world premiere.
So we have
on
to hold
TV
up the
tonight.
sign.
We're going to call this a world premiere video.
World premiere video. Let's roll the world premiere.
World premiere video. Trouble in Paradise.
I think this is blocked out for the music.
Yeah, but you can go on YouTube now and watch that music video with the music.
Yeah.
It's a great video.
And are these so the other band members? These are the ones you were talking about. Are they in this
No,
video?
so this is a video that is actually a friend of my father's on the right. His name was BJ Shapiro, and he helped dad with an entertainment. He has an entertainment company. He
Okay.
helped dad kind of set this one up. But this is one of my favorites. I think I'm a little biased on that one, but it's one of the few videos that I can go and look back on and see a happy family.
And yeah, I kind of I wish, yeah, because you didn't find out about this video until I guess maybe I had reached out to you, right? And
The vaudeville interview I had not seen until you had reached out. I knew about the Trouble in Paradise video because my mother would never let me forget this one. To be completely honest.
And Tone Wise Productions is saying Mallory also has a cameo in Trouble in Paradise, front and center on the camera from an early age.
Yeah, the right there. Yeah, Dad tried to get me in music. Look at him trying to get me to ease up behind the camera. Unfortunately, all of the times I went and saw Dad perform, and he always tried to get me to get up on stage and sing with him, and I think it was a little bit of a stage fright. There's a lot of pressure on me, getting up there, knowing that both of your parents at one point were in the music industry.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot of expectation from not only your parents, but from all of the fans. So, although I do sing, I enjoy singing at home. In the privacy of my own home. I mean, I did sing a few times when I was a teenager. My dad wanted to do a couple family albums. So there are a couple things that I sing on later in life. But yeah, it was a good time. I loved going to the recording studio with Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, best time.
And how long were your parents together, and where was this recording in their history together?
So this was most likely done in New York City. They had lived in New York City for a little bit of time. It wasn't until it was time for me to go into school when they really decided, okay, they need to move out of New York City. They were going to Colchester to see my dad's hairdresser. Her name was Debbie Tomasino, and they were driving back and forth from the city, and there was a snowstorm, and the van was coming down Wyndham Avenue in Colchester, and spun around, got into an accident, and they said, well, this is a really cute town to raise a family. So they built a house in Colchester. But the timeline of my parents' divorce is a little blurry to me, just because I was pretty young when their issues supposedly started. They did a very good job in the sense of kind of alluding that there was anything wrong. When my parents were together, it was, to me, a great time. I'd say it was probably around the age of 6, 7 years old when their divorce was finalized.
Okay.
But, I still didn't really get it. It wasn't until I got a little bit older that I realized that there was going to be some changes coming. And I mean, as a kid, really, you just want your parents to be together.
And did you?
But
So did you eventually spend more time with your mom, or would your dad still be busy on the road? And
When they were together, yeah, it basically became, dad went on the road. He still had to work. And I asked him several times growing up, would you ever do something differently? Like if you weren't a musician, what would you be doing?
yeah,
And there's been times where he said maybe something with art because he did like to doodle and he was pretty good at it. I think so anyway. But I just think that that's all he knew. In this day and age, Johnny Winter doesn't walk into a bar and say, I want you guys to be my backup band. That just doesn't happen anymore. I think he got really lucky. He was very talented, but you just don't get that lucky anymore in the music industry. So
and it's pointed out in chat. DMC123 is saying, and I think we forgot this one. How long was Mallory's dad in Ringo's All-Star Band? He did tour, right, with Ringo Starr?
Yeah, he did. He did a couple of rounds with Ringo. I actually was lucky enough to see one of those tours. I believe he did 2 or 3.
Yeah, someone's answering. They probably looked it up. It says Rick began Ringo's rehearsals in June 2010 and toured from 2011 to 2014.
Yep, that would make sense. But those are great. Yeah. I went and saw Dad at one of those shows, and he was just so humble and so nice, and he was just the nicest. To me, he was my dad. And it wasn't like he was doing anything other than bringing me to work and introducing me to his coworkers.
Right.
I kind of grew up with this being somewhat of a normal situation. But I was also taught to kind of, they're normal people. They get up every morning. They put their pants on the same way. They have a cup of coffee. They probably read the newspaper. So you don't need to idolize them. It's great that we do. But
it really, like, in terms of like people in the music industry, it's really, you could probably play a 6 Degrees game with your dad, because it was just like, even at the top of this interview, when I'm bringing up, that we're talking about like Tiny Tim and Monty Rock, who you probably don't even know who that guy was, but he was he was another one of our guests, and he had like a one-hit wonder in the 1970s, a disco type song, and but your dad, like, right away just was talking about like how I knew him from this club, and it just
I don't know how he did it. He always had his hands in everything. It just seemed like he knew everyone. Actually, one funniest thing that ever happened to me, my husband and I were visiting my dad during the Dallas Guitar Show. And we were out at lunch one day, and my dad's phone goes off and he gets a voicemail. And we're like, oh, who called you, Dad? And he plays the voicemail, and it's Flavor Flav. Like, just like, hey, it's Flavor Flav, Ricky, it's your boy, call me back. And my husband and I look at each other like, why is Flavor Flav calling my dad right now? Those types of things, those are those little moments that are like, oh yeah, that's right, your dad has done some things in his life and knows some people. But yeah, I never really told people who my dad was growing up. I kind of let people figure it out on their own.
Well, kind of following the family tradition of that you're being very humble about it, and it definitely came through with your dad. All right, well, let's go back to this episode, and you'll be making some more appearances here.
Wow.
Yeah, what a video.
Wow, that was really something.
That was very hip.
I feel like a BJ here doing this.
BJ's right outside. He's one of the stars in our video. He's the guy that plays a derelict with no hair.
And plus, I think I saw Mallory on there, too.
Mallory's on there, and her mom, Diane, is on there.
And,
she's here somewhere.
The whole gang, wow. Well, that's really great, and I think that, you're probably going to be seeing that video all over the place, because it's a lot of fun.
After here, It's only up.
So, oh boy. Okay. Now we want you to stay with us, Mr. Derringer. But
I'm not going anywhere.
Okay. We want to bring out some other guests too, so
This
we
is
can
too
all
good.
talk.
This is too good to miss. This kind of a show, Frank.
Well, thank you. Wow, you heard Mr. Derringer say that. That's special. Now, I want to introduce some Three Stooges fans who are with the program today. Harold and Lucille and Robert Guru.
You're
Have a
applauding.
seat there. Now, there's a Harold and Robert and Lucille. Now, who's who here?
I'm Lucy.
Okay, and you're Robert, and you're Harold. Okay, and now, Robert, you have something with you there. What is that that you have in your hand?
This is Arch, my dear me.
That it's a
Toothpick Arch.
oh, a toothpick. It's made of old toothpicks. And now, and does your dad make a lot of things with toothpicks, or?
Yeah.
Wow, and there's Elvis in there, right?
Yeah.
Wow, that's very special. That's very nice. That's really something. Now tell us a little bit about the Three Stooges fan club. Lucille, maybe you could tell us a little bit about it.
Well, my husband started it quite some time ago, which he's been involved with the Stooges since the 60s.
Yeah, I bet.
Okay, David, let's listen
And-
now.
And he knows the Three Stooges, one of their sons,
Oh,
Mo Howard of the Three Stooges. He's got a son, Paul, that lives in the city
oh,
that we write to and we call up every so often. And
does he have the same hair as Mo, their son?
no,
Or
he doesn't.
No. Okay.
He looks totally different.
Okay. And now, Mr. Derringer, did you watch the Three Stooges at all?
Yes, I did.
Certainly, you should.
I was certainly. I was a big fan. I was a big fan.
And
I still am.
okay. And now, Lucille, you brought what is that you brought with you there?
And they have certainly rekindled my interest in the Stooges, I think.
Just
Yeah, I
hearing
think
this-
tonight. I think tonight is.
Wow. Okay. Now, what is this now, Lucille?
This I have one for you and one for David Green on Three Stooges fan club certificates.
Wow. Okay.
Oh,
I
pretty
guess
good.
you didn't know Mr. Derringer was coming. Otherwise, you probably would have gotten one for him as well.
Right.
David, why don't you be gracious and thank Ms. Guru for that? That's very nice of her to think of you. Okay.
I also have one here for Joey the Monkey.
Oh.
Joey the monkey.
Well, Joey will be out a little later, and we can give it to him then. But we do want to make sure we have everyone out. So let's just introduce our next guest too, so we can keep rolling here.
You know, Frank, I don't want to. I don't want to interrupt, but and I don't want to certainly steal the steam from our friends over here. But my wife's father was Spike from the Little Rascals.
Really?
Did you know that? I mean,
Wow.
that's an amazing bit of trivia.
I remember
think.
Spike from it.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was her dad. That was Diane's dad.
Wow.
And I thought everybody'd like to know that tonight. You know, there's a new film coming out, as a matter of fact, about the
About the
Rascals.
Little Rascals, right?
Yeah,
And
new
the
Rascals
mermaid
film.
lady is going to be Miss Crabtree, right? Isn't that right?
That's what I heard.
Right, okay.
Yes, that's right.
Okay. Now, now we want to bring out our next an actor. Mr. Marty Gangursky is with us today. We can have an actor with us as well. There we go. Mr. Gangursky, are you back? Okay. Okay. Just have a seat there.
I thought he was going to take that chair, but
boy.
Mallory.
And Mallory could.
Hey, Mal.
Take this.
Oh boy, I don't think so, Mr. Gangursky. No.
Mallory can hear
Okay.
it. You sit over here.
Okay. All right, David. Let's sit down.
I'm so impressed how your mother, she just went into mom mode. She got in there and got you out of there.
Oh yeah, that was she was a hoot, man. She was just a firecracker. The two of them, it was just a lot of fun. Unpredictable. That's the word to use. Very unpredictable when they were around.
Yeah, but she was good. You know, she was very professional. She got in there. She got you out, and she just,
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's better than what Dad was doing. He was whistling at me like I was a puppy. Like, come here, come on.
But I think your mom's instinct was right to get you out of there. That this was not going well.
I warned you,
Absolutely.
Mr. Gangursky, not to touch David. David, okay. Everything's under control now.
Bite and kick.
There we go.
Bite.
No, Mr. Gangursky.
By the way, there are this clip, by the way, is of all the shows we've done, this is one of the most watched clips. It has it literally has millions of views.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, and people are always like, there'll be comments about like, who's saying bite and kick off camera. Yeah, because they didn't see the whole show or whatever, and yeah. Okay.
I would just sit down, I think, is probably the best idea. Okay. Yeah, just don't touch him. And if he bites, I think you're supposed to push your hand forward, not pull back. That's what they'd say with dogs, I think. Well, not that you're a dog, David, but just that's what they say about the dogs. Okay. All right, let's try to get things back on track. Now, Mr. Gangursky, you are an actor, right?
Yes.
And you do serious acting or comedy?
Mostly comedy.
Mostly comedy. And do you have a line or two you can read off to us, or?
Well, of course. After all you just have to do is just hang out here. You can look around. You can make up any line. For example, this lovely lady over here with Rick.
Mallory, right?
Mallory. Someone had told me earlier that Mallory, and you probably know this too, she was just like Peter Pan.
Oh.
Yeah.
In fact, she even flies around. And you know what that reminds me of the new politically correct version of Peter Pan they want to have. You probably read about in the paper. An Indian tribe in Long Island. They don't want the Indians to be used.
Right.
And of course, that reminds you of another thing. They also want to be called Native Americans. So, as you know, we're going to change everything ever with the name of Indian to Native Americans. For example, the kids won't play cowboys and Indians anymore. They play cowboys and Native Americans.
Oh, right.
The Cleveland Indians.
Cleveland Native Americans.
Native Americans.
Yeah.
Now, one other thing. This is also for, now, if the gays complain about the fairies, like Tinkerbell, we can't use that anymore because they might complain. We say, for example, if you say you don't believe in fairies, somewhere in the sky a fairy drops dead. That's what you say, Peter Pan. I mean, you can't say it now at the age of 8.
Okay, well, very nice.
Very nice. Good work. Good work, Frank.
Friend over here. Go.
Excellent, Frank.
I think you should do a show like the Jackie Mason guy does, on Broadway with just you could come out and just say all these things.
Yeah, I guess I could.
Right.
Let's just hope he won't give me the finger like Sullivan gave him.
Oh boy.
Now he gonna have to tell Sullivan off.
Now, Mr. Derringer, you must be you can find maybe some opening acts on this show for you.
I
when
think
you go on the road.
I'm thinking.
I'm
thinking my mind is moving a mile a minute now.
Okay, and now we do want to have everyone out. So,
what were the? You could see a little bit of his tattoo there on his arm. Do you remember what tattoos he had?
Yeah. So actually, I asked my dad this story when he was in the hospital back in March because I had heard so many different stories about how the heck he got this tattoo since I was a child. I really wanted to know. Apparently, the tattoo was done by a gentleman named Marty Tact, and it is a dragon that is supposedly breathing fire, kind of made out of fire itself. But it was done in 2 parts. It was done the hand first, and then they added on the flames later. And then there's one little part that's on his finger that's supposedly supposed to kind of say Rick a little bit. But one time I went to one of my dad's shows in Connecticut. I think it was at a casino, and he was doing his meet and greets, and one of his fans came up to him and was like, "I'm your biggest fan. Look at my tattoo. It's just like yours." And he pulls out his arm, and he has, bless his soul, he had like the worst rendition of this dragon tattoo on his hand. And I mean, like, that's when you know there's some people out there who really like your dad.
The
That's
thought
when
was
you
there.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a question in chat when this was. This was April 13th, 1994. So, and they were asking how old your dad would have been here.
I was born in 92, and my dad had me when he was 55.
Wow.
Or 45.
Okay.
Yeah. My mom was 35, and then he was 45. That would be correct. And then my mom ended up having another daughter with her second husband when I was 10. So I actually have a half sister who we share the same mother, and she is 23.
So how old are you here in this episode of Beyond Vaudeville?
I would have probably been 2, 3.
Okay.
Around then. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's go back.
I'd like to introduce our next guest, who's really going to bring some class to this program. Please welcome an opera singer, Mr. Chen, to the program. Well, Mr. Chen, now, Mr. Chen, you're going to sing for us a... Yes, please. And this is what now we're going to hear?
Blue Danube.
A Blue Danube. Okay.
Very nice.
Okay.
比他还无他，无际无际，密集无生机，他心想定他，贫强好歹呀，女生一心结，一心要到他，一心坚强，带上小心机。一束心促进，善良心、快乐心，都深深安牢，一心卷好，心相关领来相讨，一起尊格不生气，一起都生气，一心可以，一送生意，都相可运送，来到保洁个，气相心领来好心相待好法。护法心着声音，声音心着声音，幸福大爽，好大一起两边相丢，快爽都有无尽百面，心意当意，一心相无尽无法尽，恩快乐已无尽。好法，心着好贴入，一因贝罗好贝如，大心大路把悲伤好尽，好那乌呀，你他还不他，无际无际。密集无生机，他心上定他，贫强好歹呀，红绳一心结，一心呀，到台，一心献下。
Wow.
Spectacular.
Very nice, Mr. Chen. Please have a seat and join us.
Very nice.
So, Mr. Chen, you don't, you've been in this country now for a while? Or
11 years.
Oh, 11 years. Oh, okay. And you've been singing for for how long?
I just started last year.
Oh, you just started?
Your dad is just, he was a great guest because he was so engaged in and just commenting throughout. And, he just made that little comment after Chen's son Kit finished. He's like, very nice, very nice.
He was just always like that. He was just such a nice, kind guy. He was just truly a genuine human being through and through.
Which I guess is why people wanted to work with him. And yeah, it's okay. Let's go back.
Last year. Wow. You've come a long way in that.
I think so.
When I was young, I'm #1 opera singer in China.
Oh,
#1.
Wow. Very good. Now, Mr. Derringer, do you like opera as well as rock and roll?
I love opera. I love opera, and especially the way he's sung
Mr.
it
Chen,
tonight.
that's it.
It's very nice.
As it was very special, Mr.
Very
Chen.
nice.
And
nice.
now, here comes Mallory again. And hi, Mallory. Hi.
What?
Oh, you want to see Joey? Okay. Well, I think we better bring out Joey. Mallory wants Joey the monkey.
She's a little afraid of him, but let's see him.
I think I misinterpreted your your horrible fear as wanting him out there.
Oh yeah, I going to Dad when I was scared of things was definitely the thing that I did. I was probably warning him, trying to tell him, Dad, what the heck is going on right now? Like, you need to fix this. Yeah, sitting in his lap, yeah, that's safe. That's safe right there.
Just seeing me address you there right before this moment, it occurred to me the disparity in age. Wow, you're making me feel old, Mallory.
No, Joe, not at all.
All right, here comes Joey the monkey.
Okay.
Who's that?
You gonna do a dance for us, Joey?
It's Joey the monkey.
Okay.
Yes, he did. No.
Joey.
Nice.
Thank you very much, Joey. Okay. That was very nice.
Nice.
I think Mr. Gengursky made a friend there. Oh boy. Is that another number? Robert, did you want to dance with Joey? Or no? Okay. Mr. Gengursky, do you want to dance with Okay, very good.
My friend, my brother.
Okay, thank you very much
Do me a favor, Joey. Can you get my hat back from him?
Okay.
There you go.
Joey can do it.
You want to try? Okay. Well, maybe with the child here, Joey, you shouldn't.
Yeah. Wow. There's. So, Tone-Wise Productions is saying, in comes the deeply repressed childhood trauma. And this is the reason why she won't go on the haunted hay rides. Yeah.
Yep.
I
don't like haunted hay rides too much.
Obviously, Mallory, we did not intend to traumatize you.
Oh.
We had no idea you were even going to be on the show. I mean, this was all unexpected.
Oh no, it's actually I have enjoyed watching this because it just shows me a little bit more of the bond that I had with my dad, even at a young age.
David.
No.
Right.
Yeah. I forgot about the child.
Mallory's a little frightened.
I forgot about the child.
Okay. All right. Okay, that's your Three Stooges fan club. Okay, Joey. Very good. Okay.
Thanks for Joey.
Oh boy. See, it's okay now, Mallory. Everything's okay.
Okay now?
David will look good with the hat.
Feel better?
He can match his suit.
All
Joey's
right.
gone.
David, you want to try the hat on, Mr. Gengursky's hat?
You want to try it on, David?
Or maybe not. Okay. All right. Now, we do have another person with us today who was going to sing another number. This is a very musical show today. And we're going to welcome the one and only Mr. Austin Velez to do a number for us.
Bring him out.
Okay, Mr.
Get
Velez,
Austin
what
out
are you
here.
doing today?
This is I Can't Live.
Can't live. Okay.
No, I can't forget this evening, nor your face as you were leaving, but I guess that's just the way the story goes. You always smile, but in your eyes your summer shows. Yes, it shows.
Yes, it does.
No, I can't forget tomorrow when I think of all my sorrow. When I had you there, but then I let you go. And now it's only fair that I should let you know what you should know. I can't live if living is without you. I can't live. I can't live anymore. Can't live if living is.
Wow.
My face says it all. My face says it all. What is going on right now?
Yeah, I mean, this is a such an important song, I would imagine, for like the music community, because it was like Badfinger originally, and then Harry Nilsson, just these kind of legendary figures. So clearly, your dad
Oh yeah.
knows the importance of this song and respects it and whatever, but at the same time is just seems to be having such fun with it. And
He sounds like he's having a grand old time. He's enjoying himself.
yeah.
Without you, I can't live. If never.
Uh-oh.
Well, that was the end of that song, Mallory.
I think that was the end of that.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Now, okay, everything's under control, right? Now, Mr. Derringer, now you worked with all sorts of great people. Oh, is that, you have a tattoo on your arm, I see.
Yes, I do.
What is that?
It's called a dragon. Can they see it? Can they see the tattoo?
Wow.
Can they get in close?
Have you had that a long time? Or?
I've had it for 4 or 5 years.
Oh, okay.
It's actually, if you can see it, there's eyes up here and a mouth. It's a dragon. It's a fire dragon.
Do you have
And
any?
that's to symbolize the fiery motion I make when I play the guitar.
Oh boy, is that your only tattoo, or?
That's my only tattoo.
Okay.
But my wife Diane has 5 tattoos, and you should have a special episode just to show her tattoos, I suggest.
Diane, do you want to show your tattoo?
I don't think during this show tonight. Maybe she
okay.
needs a special show just for herself, I think.
Okay. Well, all right.
Diane, do you want to make this your entry to show
Come on
business
in,
tonight?
Diane, please.
Cut your head off.
Okay.
Are you going to show tattoos?
Well, the carp I thought was rather very nice.
Well, you can show several, whatever he can get away with.
Now,
What's legal?
We've been doing some more with Tattoo Magazine lately, and all the great people there at Tattoo Magazine, and
You have one on your
t-shirts.
shoulder that you can
And
show
this is
easily. We
actually
showed that one.
in a double-part feature.
We showed
Actually,
that.
The tattoo was made in one part here and another here. This part
Diane, we're talking
here,
about your tattoos now.
that part at the end came on to my bottom.
Oh boy.
Diane, let's see your tattoo on your shoulder. Maybe it's an easy one to show.
That's an easy one. That's
If they can get a close-up
that's
on
not-
it. Show them
Is it okay to show what?
Show 'em.
the tattoos.
Well, this is a cover-up. We should do a tattoo segment. We'll do a tattoo
this is?
segment.
I guess
and I'll
this
show
is.
you all.
So there's it.
So is this just like, as you watch this, does this just remind you of your mom and how she was? Like, was she always like this?
Oh, yes. Yes. Mom was just she was a firecracker. Very spontaneous, very out there, charismatic, bold, in your face. And sometimes that was good, and sometimes that got them into a bit of trouble.
Oh boy.
But no, I think it's she's just crazy and kooky. I don't know. She's walking a fine line, treading a very fine boundary here.
Any memory you want to share of where it got them into trouble, or should we save that for another time?
Oh, you know what? I think it's just a lot of what you would think when it comes to the music industry. I think a lot of their relationship definitely revolved around sex, drugs, and rock and roll. So I think that it was a great relationship, but one that easily could light up if you held a flame too closely.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Skyscraper Television is saying Eric Singer plays drums on Rick's 2017 CD 10 by 10. The song Love is an Art features Singer, Derringer, and Edgar Winter. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the comments could be never ending if people pointing out like the work he'd done because there's so much of it.
The work that he has done, there is, I mean, you really need to dig. I mean, I've started learning more about the work that my dad has done after his passing, not because I intentionally tried not to learn anything, but because just the stories and the gravity of how many people that he's actually worked with and influenced and have helped him, it's never ending. So I'm learning a little bit more about him and I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying learning how many people he really did work with.
Peeling that onion. Yes. All right. Let's go back to your mom's tattoo.
This is it. This is it. The tattoo's like this is a flower.
This is this was actually my first tattoo when I was probably 14 years old. It's under there.
Bring it down.
This was done by a guy named Marty Tat in Florida.
Mallory's going to show you her tattoos if you don't hurry up.
Some other ones, of course.
she's wild.
But for the most part, tattoos are in. And
the carp. They didn't get to see the carp. They didn't get to see the carp tonight.
Okay, well
next show for the carp.
We'll have the carp. Okay. Now, anything?
Fish night.
Okay.
A little fish night. Come on down.
Oh boy.
Fish night. Hey, show your carp.
You have a very theatrical family, Mr.
I do.
Derringer.
I certainly do. I do.
Now,
I really do.
Now, the Three Stooges fan club. Now, is there? And do you guys have meetings at all, or?
Not lately.
Yeah, the three of them.
Okay, David. Maybe there are more in the fan club.
No, there's over about 400 members in our club right now.
So there you go, David. You thought you were being smart, but they have 400 members, right? And now you also had formed the Starsky and Hutch fan club. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
And we also had the Tiny Tin fan club and the Elvis Impersonators fan club.
The Elvis Impersonators fan club. Wow. And well, maybe you can form an opera fan club and have Mr. Chen in the club, right? And now, Robert, what is your shirt? It says Yogi on it.
No, she has to.
What is that now? What is? What does that mean? Is that?
That's a church group that he belongs to.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And they do like sidewalk teaching. They go out and they preach to the little kids. They play games with them. And all they're doing is they're preaching the word of God.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a very
they're
good
trying
thing
to help keep the crime down.
Okay. All right. Well, now we want to thank everyone for coming on the program today. Mr. Derringer, thank you so much.
I appreciate it, Frank. This has been a great opportunity for me in my career.
Well,
We want to come back and show our tattoos.
Okay. Yes, please come back and show your tattoos, Diane.
What were her other tattoos?
So she has the orchid, and then she had a bear, like a teddy bear, on one of her butt cheeks, and then she had a very pretty koi fish carp type on the other butt cheek, and she would always like to show off her tattoo and show everybody how she could make it swim by flexing her muscles. And she's just that wild and kooky, crazy. I mean, I like to think I have the best parts of both of my parents. That is what makes me me. So yeah.
Amanda Luss is saying in the chat, I want to party with your mom. I love her. Yeah. So how did your mom date any other musicians that we might have known back that you're aware of? Or?
Oh, well, I unfortunately never really got a chance to ask her what her dating life entailed when it came to other musicians. I did gain several photos from when she was younger in the music industry, and there are several musicians that are definitely in those photos that I would know, and you guys would probably know, but
Yeah.
I'll just keep those ones to myself.
Now, and I was just thinking when they were talking about the Christian group that kid was in. Now, your dad eventually, just a couple of years after this, kind of he went really deep into like a born again Christian, right?
Yeah, it was a little bit after my parents divorced. I think he realized that he needed to make a little bit of a change. My parents' lifestyle wasn't the best, in the world. Um, and he ultimately became a Christian, a born again Christian, closer to God, closer to Jesus, and it was great for him. I to this day believe that it saved him in a lot of ways. But with all new things comes positive and negatives with those. And as we were talking previously, it's just like anything else. You will go to the gym, you start working out a lot, and next thing you know, you're working out 24/7, 7 days. I need to work out all the time.
Yeah.
There's a good we need balance in our lives. And I think with my dad, he was really kind of stuck in one world and had to drop something and change in order to keep him around and be a better father and a better musician. And he chose religion, and it was a good thing. But I also think it was a
So
little.
it helped steer him away, and it was alcohol and just the usual mix of drugs, or that you know of, or
I think that realistically, drinking, I don't necessarily think that was a big thing for my dad. I think the drinking aspect was a little bit more on my mom's side. I do know that the both of them really liked to party, and there were a lot of cocaine, a lot of cocaine.
yeah, and
Um,
it's
and I there were stories that have been told to me that suggest that maybe dad had a past when he was younger where it kind of went a little bit further than that. But he was never honest about that. In fact, he did a pretty good job at sheltering me from the bad view of what comes with the music industry. He really, both of them, I mean, I will give both my parents a lot of credit in that regard. They definitely did not let me know that there were issues, that there was this crazy, chaotic lifestyle that came with his career, or what either one of them had done in their past. It wasn't until much later that I realized that being in the music industry isn't all that's cracked up to be.
and it's incredible though that he could be so productive, so prolific, and have all these people, like big top people in the industry, wanting to work with him. He's delivering, he's doing these amazing solos on these big huge hit songs, and still there were drugs like throughout that. Like I just can't connect that, how that.
Yeah, I think it was in his early years. I think that drugs ultimately had something to do with the downfall of his first marriage. Um and I think that partying and m- unfaithfulness may have had something to do with his marriage to my mother, and I'm not putting that on just all on my dad. I think it's both people in the marriage. I
Yeah.
think they could have come together and tried to work on it a little bit harder, but also I understand that his career is very lonely. Mom's at home, she's taking care of me. Dad's on the road, from what he's already said, 300 and something days out of the year. So I can imagine how he must get lonely as well. And back then it was a much easier thing to get away with. I don't think that today, in the setting and the time that we're at with social media nowadays, oh, no.
Well, yeah, he might have been caught on a kiss cam.
Yeah, you never know.
Exactly.
He should have had a kiss cam at his shows. He should have.
All right, let's just wrap this show up. I think we're just about done with this.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Okay. And we want to thank Mr. Gangursky, and thank you all of the gurus, and Mr. Chen. Yeah, please come back and do a whole opera for us sometime, right? And thank you, Mallory, and David. Thank you. I see you gave the hat back to Mr. Gangursky. That was very nice of you. Thanks for watching the Beyond Vaudeville program.
All right, there we have it. And let's see, Michael tomorrow is saying, I wonder where the other guests are today. Oh, Michael, I don't know if we want to go down that path. So Mallory, so you did not go on to be a musician. That wasn't your thing.
No, it wasn't my thing. I mean, not saying that I don't love music. I love music. I actually, my husband and I ran the music side of a venue in Middletown for 8 years.
Okay.
I was booking, doing all the talent buying, and he was doing all the sound engineering. And so I do have a love for it. I just, not on the stage.
Gotcha.
I actually went to school and I became a licensed esthetician with the state of Connecticut. And I'm an instructor assistant at an aesthetic school. So I primarily teach kids and help people with their skincare. Did about 600 hours with the state of Connecticut for anatomy, physiology, biology, all that jazz in order to help people with their skin.
Nice. All right. So it was a different career pursuit, but you enjoy it.
Yeah. Well, after working in a bar and dealing with music and then dealing with the 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning nights and driving home, and there were several years where I was loading my husband's gear in and out of the car, I realized why the heck this is so much work. And I was like, why does Dad do this? But then again, he pays people. That was one of the best pieces of advice he ever gave me. He goes, I pay people to be confrontational for me.
And Tony Wise is saying she's married into it, at least. Plenty of music coming out of our house still these days.
I mean, yeah. My husband is a very talented musician. I don't think he's gonna. That won't be his end all be all goal. He does have a very nice job, a day job. Wears suit and tie to work every day. So.
So any, I know we've mentioned a lot of the celebrities that your dad had worked with, famous singers. Did you ever hear any? Did he ever share any story that might have been an especially memorable one? It's putting you on the spot, but if one comes to mind about working.
Stories about Dad. So yeah, actually, when I was in the hospital, I had taken a video of my dad and I having a conversation about an infamous story that I had heard one too many times, and I was just like, I have to get this. I have to. And it was about, he played a show in New York, and the room that he had all of his gear in, the whole band's gear, had gotten broken into, and somebody had stolen all of his gear.
Oh,
and
wow.
The only other person at the nightclub was Jimi Hendrix, and Jimmy lent all of his gear to my dad to use for that night. And I thought that was just like really freaking cool. Later, it made sense to me why, after my mother passed, I found a photo in her box of photos, and it was a picture of my dad and my mom and me as a baby sitting on Jimmy's grave's headstone.
Oh,
so they I think Dad has he had a lot of stories, I think, that he never really had a chance to tell. I think maybe his newfound Christianity, I think maybe he fought and battled with that a little bit. How much do I explain of my past, and how is that different to who I am now? But I will always cherish the memories, and I enjoy all the stories that I hear and how he's changed people's lives or influenced people, or it's lovely. It really is. It makes me happy knowing that his memory and his legacy is going to live on for years and years to come because of everybody out there willing to still talk about him and still listen to his music.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a body of work that is not going anywhere.
I hope not.
And the Weird Al work alone, that he got a Grammy for that, right?
He did.
Yeah.
And the Weird Al stuff, I think that was one of those opportunities that he was able to be really creative. But I've heard him say several times that, he was kind of pigeonholed into this certain style of producer or this certain style of artist to work with. And I was just like, no, Dad has so much more to give. He really does. And I really wish there were many more people who are willing to see it that way. I know the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame definitely doesn't see it that way.
Yeah, well, he has to punch the monkeys out of the way to get in there. It's
his last name. They will induct him, but they will not induct him under Rick Derringer. They want him to be Ricky Dean Zeringer.
Really?
Yeah, because when Hang On Sloopy came out and Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo, he was still Ricky Zeringer legally. Derringer was a stage name, and it wasn't until later in life where he actually changed it legally.
Okay, so. Yeah, and and it's doing the wrestling stuff and doing the Weird Al stuff. Like before I really knew too much about your dad, it was like why Weird Al Yankovic? But when you watch him when he was with us on Beyond Vaudeville, and his sense of humor, it was just so great. He was just he just played everything so well and so funny. And, so it makes perfect sense that he was working with a talent like Weird Al, yeah. So I guess, Mallory, is there anything else we haven't touched on that you'd like us to remember your dad for? I know we've touched on a lot, but
no, just keep him in your thoughts, keep him in your memories. Teacher, don't let your kids listen to top 50 radio stations, let them listen to the good music, because I love music. I have such a wide variety of music that I listen to and an appreciation for it. And you got to start them young. You got to get them started young.
Yeah. So, and also don't let your kids near giant monkeys.
Yeah.
And as part of that musical education, introduce them to Chinese opera. I think we've learned a lot here tonight.
That was pretty cool.
Well, Mallory, thank you so much for this. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
And I know this is something that it's a beloved episode of Beyond Vaudeville, in large part with your dad being there. And now everyone knows the story behind it.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Thank you for having me. I'm excited. It was nice to see, and it was nice to talk about the memories. It was good to see Dad again.
Yep, absolutely. All right, Mallory, thanks so much. And thank you, everybody who has joined us here in the chat. And just keep spreading the word, like, subscribe, follow. We've got a live show coming up as part of the New York Comedy Festival in New York, coming up this November, first week in November. And if you need an esthetician, I think we know somebody.
Yeah, I'm in Connecticut. Come visit.
Can never get this right. There she is. Okay, thanks, Mallory.
Thank you. You have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye.